Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. How was yours?
It was good, thanks.
Business was interesting.
It was. So, speaking of, we had a tough week last week. I think we should start with jackets today.
Okay, I'll give you the financials. Yeah, jackets, we had another tough week. We did, about 300,000 overall across all three channels. We had planned to do over $500,000, so significant miss of plan, about 40%. We were still up to last year due to the real dollar promotion going on. But, not a ton to speak about beyond that. The miss was in units, so we do have some, units to address go forward, in terms of inventory. AUR held pretty close to the plan. That's kind of top side how it looks.
So really disappointing to hear that we had a miss in units. We can get into the specifics in a minute, but if we look at the rank of the Bryant blazer, black and tweed being at the top, those have definitely been our top performers. I think those two choices have been hitting plan. With the plaid and the burgundy, we've seen the largest misses week over week. So it feels like we might have an inventory issue here, as far as being over inventoried. Is that consolidated to a specific channel?
No, so because the other two have been doing so well, we actually don't have inventory in the DC right now. I've been flowing back pretty easily. Good thing is we have a receipt coming in this week, so we'll be able to maintain in stocks. The bottom choices, though, we have inventory in the DC and flow coming this week as well on that same PO. So those bottom colors are where we're the most backed up. So right now it's in the brick and mortar DCs. E-com looks like it's spinning slow as well. So I'm not sure I'd shift any inventory or anything there.
Okay.
So for the jacket promo this, next week, are you saying, Ashley, we should pull those top choices out of that promo?
Well, I'm not sure that promotion's gonna solve the problem with the bottom choices, knowing that's where the glut of inventory is. You know, I'd be nervous, would the promotion still do well without the top choices?
Right.
So I wonder if there's some other angle we could take with that. You know, we seem to have the same colors of the pants and the jackets, and it looks like pants is spinning slowly as well. I'm not sure if their inventory backup is in those colors specifically, but I wonder if there's something that we can find there.
It's a really great idea, you know, sales being the way they have been. I think all promotional opportunities are on the table, and there's really nothing we wouldn't consider at this point for how to get through inventory. So, you know, looking into the inventory position of the pants to see if we could do kind of a combination promo is a great idea. Appreciate you surfacing that.
Yeah, it looks like pants is doing 30% of the sales on 50% of the inventory, so that's a similar ratio we're at. So maybe I'm not sure what the cost is like between the two,
Right.
but maybe we can find some sort of,
Yeah, parent, put them 30 off or 40 off.
yeah, that might be good.
That's a great idea.
Do we own flow behind the good choices in jackets?
We do,
We do.
yeah.
Okay.
It's all coming in on a PO this week.
Okay.
And you know, now that we're talking about a potential promotion, when I look across the channel or across the regions, knowing that everybody was up to last year because of Real Women Dollars, if I look at the central northeast, they're up more substantially than the other in relationship to the other regions. So I wonder if there's a different way we would think about flowing back and focus more on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they might be more responsive to what we're doing with this program.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea.
So then we've also got the bomber jacket that's been a top performer for us.
Yeah,
Really
that
wish
is
we had
25% sell through last week.
bought this in another color too. That would have been a good deal.
Yeah, so you know what, the other colors, for the following floor set's already in the DC.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that landed early for the floor set. So I know we don't normally set things early, but would you wanna set it early?
Absolutely. Does that mean we need to turn the Dewey flag off?
I've already turned that thing off.
Oh.
Yeah, I've abandoned the Dewey flag personally, just to make sure we're really aggressive on capitalizing on sales. So, I can send that out early, so it'll probably get to stores, it's already in each DC, maybe in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So like a week early from the floor set.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm also curious if that's seen some regional performance difference than, you know, you said the jacket, you've seen
Yeah,
some
let
regional
me
performance.
pull that choice specifically, cause I don't wanna lump it in with total jackets since
Yeah,
it's so
and you can
different.
get back to us later about that. I'm just
Yeah.
curious if there's, you know, something happening specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. That,
So Merchant, how do you feel the meeting went?
I could not have been more impressed with Ashley's performance. I mean, she had been in stores this weekend. She's clearly been listening to the conversations happening in the rows around her, to be prepared for today's meeting. You know, we don't always stick to the same schedule and talk about the same things every meeting, so I'm sure it can be a little, you know, frustrating not knowing what to expect. But she did a great job knowing, you know, anticipating the questions that were coming. So I was very impressed with her performance.
So Planner, how do you think that meeting went with Allocator 2.0?
Wow. She must have started reporting to Joe or something. Gotten a lot of coaching over the last week. Amazing performance. I was just blown away how plugged in she was to the conversation. I know our Monday meetings they don't always follow a regular sequence, but I really appreciated the recommendation on the puffers and what she's seeing climate-wise. That's really going to change our strategy in terms of when we're going to POS those and then mark them down. I think it's exactly the kind of information I'm not looking at as a planner. I'm looking more topside, and I'm really appreciate the allocators' ability to bring those climate channel insights to the table. I felt like the allocator was very prepared and really cared about the business, and on top of that was obviously very curious. Even I heard her say when she walked in she was at stores this past weekend. So
Nailed it.